guys.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay. Now I'm just trying to see how much hungry you are. I will not take much of your time. I'll just give you a gist of what we offer. And like talk to the students and things like that. I've brought some students. You can talk to them. I will not be here. You can talk to them and things like that. I'll just tell you, I represent Bhavan Nifty School of Business. BNSB, which is the table that we got, the last table over here. The first one when you just get up, okay? This is how, like my name is Dr. Nagesh Malavali, okay? I'm back from US for the past 7 years now. For 20 years I was there. And right now I head MP Villa, you've heard of? Bharati Vidya Bhavan MP Villa. I head as the principal over there, and I was the part of launching Bhavan Marshall MBA program there. Okay? We had a lot of discussions as to how we can really make this education other than just keep on giving you chalk and talk, chalk and talk. That is what we are all used to. Even when I studied here in BMS College or any other colleges that I studied, you find only chalk and talk. Boom, boom. There was a time when my father used to say, the teacher will hold a chalk piece and say, imagine this is a test tube, because they didn't have a test tube to show also. That is how our education has been. But generally, if you see, throughout, for all kinds of professions and things, whether it's an engineering college, you have labs where you have to learn. Right? You have labs where you have to learn. For a biotech, you have a lab where you can learn a tissue culture. But for a manager, is there a lab? There is nothing like a lab. What can be a lab for a manager? If you want to be a manager, what can be a true lab?
Companies.
Come again?
Companies, sir.
Companies. Or if you will become only a manager when you start making decisions. Isn't that true? You have to make decisions. You have to make wrong decisions and learn from the wrong decisions so that you don't make the same mistakes. But we don't have a lab for a MBA or BCom or BBA and things like that. For management stream, we don't have a lab. So we were thinking of trying to put up a lab which really simulates. There are a lot of simulation games. That itself is not enough. IIMs and many other schools have come up with something called case studies. What are case studies? Case studies are those which will give you all the scenario of a business scenario, and these are the things that has happened, and this is a manager, and then they will give you all the data, and as you come out with a solution, and analyze and come out with a solution. That is the closest you can get into reality. Nowadays, what they have come up with is something called a simulation game. Just like just like a video game kind of a thing, you have a simulation game in business. A lot of branches are there. You are the manager or the CEO of a particular company, and you have to market this product in so many different countries, and the economic data will come, and your share values will change, and your revenues will come, and so on and so forth. I don't know how many of you are really able to understand what I'm talking about. This is the latest trend in terms of the simulations game, in terms of trying to make you guys really learn and get closer to the reality. Okay? What we were thinking was that also we will do that, we will do this, but we want to do something more. Because what happens is, if you are all going to be in, let's say, just for the example, you want to learn something really in the markets, let's say. A simulation, closest simulation game could be, you can just get into moneybuy.com, and they'll give you 25 lakhs, and you can just buy and sell, buy and sell. Isn't that a good lab for all the managers, finance managers to learn, or a simulation game like this? What actually happens is, when you are running a dummy account like a 25 lakhs, and you start buying and selling in the real markets, they say, you start making money. And what happens afterwards is, then you think, oh, I have learned the art of really buying and selling, and let me become an investor, and you try to get some money from your dad or uncle or somebody and say, okay, let's invest, I will get you money. What happens? You start losing, you start buying when you are supposed to sell, when you start selling when you are supposed to buy. You know why? Because when the simulation was happening, the butterflies in your tummy were not really working in the right direction. Unless and until you put yourself on the file, you cannot learn what you are supposed to learn. Isn't that true? You will always, unless and until, all simulation games can only take you a scenario, but you cannot feel it. You have to feel it from your tummy. It should just come out. And that is when you start learning. You imbibe things. You internalize the actual things only when you make a decision. You have to make decisions. You will definitely make wrong decisions. And you learn from that and you don't make the same mistake, but do new mistakes. And this is what we want to bring in as a lab for the business. And what we offer here is, which we started 2 years ago in Bhavan itself, but we have separately, completely away from the Bhavan. We have a separate this thing called Bhavan Nifty School of Business, where we offer you the Principal Management Lab. This is where, apart from trying to make you industry ready, all that vagera vagera, you know, all these laptops, this and that, everything is common more or less nowadays. Because that is really required for an environment for you to learn. Environment, otherwise, you know, if it's just a chalk and talk, you will always have your BCom plus 2 years of another degree. The question is, we want to see that you are all a good cake, and if you are baked well, then the MBA that comes to you along with that as the cream on the cake. And that cream will have a lot more value provided the cake is good. So you're looking at all the different bakers here coming and telling you, know, I can bake you like this, I can bake you like this. Right? The idea is, what we can give you is that right environment. You know, I cannot be a placement agency, but trust me, all my students have worked in companies during their MBA, and they have been working even after the MBA. The first batch has already gone out, everybody is placed. No issues with that one. You can talk to them. I don't want to keep on telling you what. But one of the most important things that I want to tell you is, the most important thing in terms of learning is, there are two things that we will give you. That Principal Management Lab, apart from your Six Sigma certification, ERP certifications that we give you, and all the other things that we will give you a lot more information over there. But the thing is, this portfolio management, we make students really run a portfolio in real markets, real money. And if you are all intelligent, you will all, actually after 2 years, you want to take it with you, take it with you. We will not have anything, but we will have invested only to see that this is a learning process for us. We want to make sure all the students really make decisions in the real time and real money and real markets. Thus, that is what is the USP of our program. And plus, I mean, not formal, yeah, of course, almost student.
Good afternoon, folks. Good afternoon. My name is Bharat, and I'm graduated from DNSP in 2011. Now I'm working with E&Y, Ernst & Young, as a tax consultant. I'm sure you would have undergone a lot of presentations, PPDs, lectures. I'm sure you would have not in a mood of one more, so no one more. It's an interactive session. I'll give you first-hand information. You can ask any questions related to college, placements. You can ask about questions related to portfolio, what we have undergone, or bioism.
Basically, we have two payment options for you guys. Okay. So as Dr. Marwani was saying about the pay after your place. Okay, so your first year fee basically is 2.2 lakhs, and your second year fee would be 1.75 lakhs. So initially you would be paying a registration of 30,000, that's included in your first year fees, and the remaining fees payable by the end of first year. Now coming to the second year as such, 1 lakh rupees of your second year fee is payable only after you are placed. Okay, so you will be paying only 75,000 in the second year. Now that's one option. That's of course one thing, and the other thing that we also offer is something called the financial aid program. okay, wherein we allow you to start working right from the first semester. So you will be getting financial aid up to 2 lakh rupees. So you will be paying eventually only 1.95. Okay. So complete fee as such remains the same, that's 3.95 lakhs, 1 lakh payable only after you are placed. Anything with regards to the fee?
All the very best guys. All of you come on with that.
Sorry? What about entrance exams? Have you taken any exam? Which one? Sorry? PGCET. Okay. Yes. In case you guys haven't taken any of the exams, we do have our own entrance exam also. So all you need to do is log on to the website nifte.in. Okay. And you can fill in an online application that basically gives you only your name, your number, and of course your email ID. Once you do that, you get a username and a password to your email ID, and you have unique access to the whole system, where you can take up the online test at your convenience at any point of time. So once you do that, we get in your results immediately, and then we give you a call and let you know what you can do next. Okay. Anything else? Wonderful. Thank you so much for your time, and all the best to all of you. Right. Thank you.